Today you're going to learn how to become a millionaire by 30 with real estate investing. Without winning the lottery, without having rich parents, and without six-figure job. It does sound impossible, right? Well, I'm here to tell you, it is not. And in today's video, I'm going to break it down step by step. The plan I'm going to share with you, it's not get rich quick plan, it's get rich for sure. Let's get into it. There's a couple ways you can start investing in real estate, but there is no other method out there that requires less money than house hacking. This is by far the fastest and the safest way to break into real estate even if you're broke. You live in one unit and you rent out the others. Keep in mind that everything over 4 units is considered commercial in real estate investing. The benefit in buying a house as a personal residence is you get all the mortgage benefits. For example, you can put only 3.5% down using FHA loan, while buying a house as an investment will require minimum 20% down in most cases. FHA loan, I call it first-time home buyer's best friend. You don't even need to have a perfect credit score. You can qualify as low as 580 for 3.5% down payment. Here's another trick that can save you thousands. Negotiate with seller to pay your closing costs. With FHA, sellers can pay up to 6% in closing costs. You can use this for title fees, lender fees, prepaid taxes, or you can even use this to buy down the interest rate. Now, if you're looking at triplex or fourplex with FHA loan, there is an important thing to understand. This test ensures that the rental income from the property can cover things like mortgage, taxes, insurance, and other housing expenses. It's designed to protect both you and the lender, ensuring that the property can sustain itself financially. Here's how it works. The rental income from the unit you're not occupying needs to be sufficient to cover all the property's operating costs. To pass the self-sufficiency test, lenders typically look for the income to cover 75% of the expenses. It's very important to talk to your lender about this. I watched so many of these videos and nobody talks about self-sufficiency test. Alright, but how do you become a millionaire? I never said this is easy. If it was, everyone would do it. One of my friends is a really good real estate investor and he always says, George, in real estate your money is always made upfront, which means your money is made when buying. You need to buy it under the market value as much as you can. The best way to do this is to find an off-market deal or to get a really good deal on a house that's been on the market. Look for houses that need cosmetic repairs like flooring, painting, drywall and similar. All the stuff you can do yourself. The key here is to force appreciation. And here's where it gets powerful. You don't need to save up again to buy second or third property. You can use the equity you created in this deal to buy the next one. Once your property has appreciated or you increase its value, you can do a cash out refinance or HELOC, home equity line of credit. Let's say your property is worth $325,000. Your loan is only about $240,000. That means you have roughly around $85,000 in equity. The bank usually lets you borrow 75% of that. You pull out 40-50K and boom, this is your next down payment. You didn't have to save it, you build it. In real estate, this is very common. It's called BRRRR method. Buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. Like I said, this method isn't get rich quick scheme. It requires research, preparation and execution. But for investors who master this, BRRRR method offers a much faster way to scale rather than saving for separate down payments. Once you complete one cycle successfully, now you have a system that you can repeat over and over again. To be honest, the hardest part is starting. Many new investors spend enormous time analyzing deals instead of taking actions. The best way to learn is by doing. Start with one property, even if it's not perfect, it's all about the experience. One great benefit when using property as personal residence is you get all the tax benefits. For example, if you live in property more than 2 years, you can sell it and pay zero capital gains. Of course, there is rule up to $250,000 if you're single and $500,000 in profit if you are married and filing jointly. Ask your CPA. This next deal, you also buy under the market value because in real estate you make money two ways, with cash flow and appreciation. Over time, property values are increasing and the rents are increasing as well. You can use this equity to start buying single-family homes or condos or wherever good opportunity comes up. You need to become a hunter for good deals. Now let's talk about how to find these off-market deals to make BRRRR method possible. Open your ears for the people looking to sell. When you hear that somebody is talking about their aunt going into nursing home, ask them if they're looking to sell the house. Start building your network by attending local real estate meetups and social clubs. forums. Focus on meeting wholesalers first. They specialize finding off-market deals. When you connect with them, make sure they put you on a mailing list so you can see all the new deals they have. With realtors, look for those who specialize in working with investors. Oftentimes, they also have some off-market deals. Tell them specifically what you're looking for, whether it's a multifamily, single-family, commercial buildings, or similar. The more specific you are, the better. It's also a good idea to connect to attorneys who handle estate sales. They can be a really good source of off-market deals as well. They always have someone who is looking to sell their house. I see it all the time as a real estate agent. 1 of 10 deals I do is either a divorce or a probate sale, and these people are looking to sell quickly. There is a lot of forums or Facebook groups that are focused on real estate investing in your area. It would be a good idea to join them, because many investors will post off-market deals first on Facebook or somewhere else before officially listing them. You will see as you start meeting people who have maybe $100, $150, or basically millionaires in real estate, you will see these are average people and they have this abundance mindset and they're willing to share the knowledge they have with you. A couple times I went to these networking events and the amount of information I left with was just insane. These people didn't hold anything back because they already have everything in their life. You know, why would they hold back any information from me or from anyone else that is looking to accomplish the same results in their life? One of my friends has 10 doors, and a month ago somebody knocked on his doors. It was a neighbor from down the street. She told him that she heard how he's a local investor and how he takes care of his properties. That family sold him a double. It needed a lot of work, but he got it for $90,000. It's probably worth close to $250 in this condition, maybe $375 if it's fully remodeled. So this is over $270,000 in potential equity. He will probably end up pulling that equity to buy some other properties. This illustrates the power of who you know. You never know who may lead you to the next deal. Beginning is the hardest, but in 5 to 7 years, you could easily own 5 to 10 doors. And if you buy right, each of these properties is putting money in your pocket each month. And they're also going up in value. That's insane. This week, take one action. Check if you're eligible for a loan. Attend a local real estate meetup. Research one neighborhood. Small steps create momentum. In 5 years, you look back at 1 or 2 outcomes: a growing portfolio or regrets about waiting. The choice is yours. Start now or wonder later what could have been. Also, one book I recommend you guys read. Let me just take it here. It's Millionaire Real Estate Investor by Gary Keller. As you probably know, Gary Keller, he found KW, one of the biggest brokerages in the world. And he's also a big real estate investor. And I read this book, it's really good. You know, it's basically showing you how to find these deals and how to prospect, you know, how to look at your real estate investing as a business rather than just a side hustle. Because honestly, like, you can make so much money over time, of course, when the equity builds up and when you start getting a lot of better deals. You will see that you gotta treat it as a business at some point. It's better to do it now. I mean, there is a lot of better ways to make money than real estate investing, but the real estate is the best wealth preservation tool in the long run. Real estate goes up with the inflation and people always need a place to live. That's why people who invest in real estate, they will retire wealthy. Also, I heard people saying that it's very risky. It is if you don't know what you're doing. In order to grow anything in life, you need to take risk. Let me know down in the comments what you think or if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.